Chelsea survived a stunning late goal to take their place in the Champions League semi-finals. Tuesday's 1-0 defeat against FC Porto in Seville in the second leg not enough to overturn their 2-0 win from last week at the same venue. Mehdi Teremi made Chelsea hearts flutter when he scored with an incredible overhead kick in injury time, but it was too little, too late for Porto, who were disappointing on the night. In truth, Thomas Tuchel's side were rarely troubled. Porto started the game on the front foot and they pressed Chelsea high up the pitch. Yet for all their possession, the visitors created very little in front of goal. Chelsea failed to fire at the opposite end and the game overall was scrappy and disjointed, all of which enabled the Blues to coast their way to the finish line. In the end, it was a straightforward evening for the Blues, but a bigger test will inevitably follow in the last four. Chelsea would have expected to face some pressure, but Porto offered little in the way of chances, which is testament to how the Blues managed the game. In fact, Chelsea had the better opportunities to score and ultimately, it was a relatively nerve-free evening for the Blues. At the other end, the Blues were extremely resolute defending corners and free kicks. Stream ESPN FC Daily on ESPN Plus, US only. ESPN Plus Viewers Guide, Bundesliga, Serie A, MLS, FA Cup and more. Chelsea will need to find new gears whoever they face in the semi-finals. Their play was disjointed, the passing sometimes wayward and the creativity in the final third a bit cumbersome. 8. This wasn't a classic by any means, but Thomas Tuchel will be delighted with the way his side handled the game. They managed the scoreline well and reduced Porto to few chances. It was scrappy, but a case of job done, and now Chelsea are surprisingly into the semi-finals. GK Edouard Mendy, 5. Mendy had little to do save from a goal-bound header from Taremi, whose effort lacked enough power to find the corner. Earlier, Mendy was almost caught out when a poor clearance found Jesus Corona, but the Mexican strike was blocked by Jorginho. DF Cesar Azpilicueta, 6. In a scrappy game, the skipper led by example. He was often in the right place at the right time when doing his defensive duties, and he popped up with an incisive pass at the other end. DF Thiago Silva, 6. Silva was a calming presence at the back and his experience towards the end was vital, the Brazilian often going down to take the sting out of the game. DF Antonio Rudiger, 7. Such a disjointed game suited Rudiger and he was clearly ready for a battle. He let very little past him and was very quick to react if Ben Chilwell needed cover. His distribution wasn't great, but with Chelsea having to defend so many corners and free kicks, his presence was important. DF Reece James, 5. This was a frustrating night for James, who wasn't afforded the usual amount of space to get forward.